Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome back to Star Citizen Alpha 4.1.1. I can't believe it. It's out. I think it might have been out when we did the last video, but I'm not sure. It's been kind of a hectic last couple of days and a lot of news. So Invictus launch week is going on. It actually started yesterday on the 15th of May. It runs until May 27th. If you're just watching and you want to try out Star Citizen, there is a free fly event going on right now where you can use my referral link. It's down in the video description to sign up for your account. Do that first, and you can play just like a normal player until May 27th, 2025. So really great time to get involved. The frame rate here at Area 18 is a little janky, probably because of that big bad boy up there. That is the Aegis the Aegis Idris P. Yes, you heard it here first, maybe last, I don't know. Yeah, the Aegis Idris is actually in game right now. The CIG released the Idris M, which is the military version. You can only buy that in a few of the high-end packs, and I can't tell you right off the top of my head which one. I think the Praetorian pack and above, which I think the only pack above that is the Idris pack. But and there might be one other one that's not quite as expensive. I have an injury here, so oh no, don't even tell me. Gosh darn it. The hospitals are messed up. Who'd have thought? Why is it every time I get on with this character, the hospitals are always messed up? I don't know. I have no idea. Well, anyway, we're gonna run up to the Idris tour. I'm not gonna do the full Idris tour. I did the Idris tour last year at Invictus launch week because they had the Idris tour going around the verse, but now it's just all in one place, which honestly I kind of like. That way you're not chasing it around and everything. There's the Million Mile High Club, which unfortunately is still broken. I know, because I'm in the Million Mile High Club, and it's been a long time since we've had access. But you just come up here to the IO North building, go to the Ark Corp Tower from any of the elevators. There's an elevator on this side. There's, I think, one or two on the opposite side of the lobby as well. And it's quite a long ride to the top, but this is, I think, the tallest building in the verse, at least right now. So that makes some sense. But yeah, go use my referral link, create your account. You'll be able to fly for free and all that good stuff until the 27th of May. Also, you'll get an extra 5,000 Alpha UEC. That's the in-game money to spend, you know, while you're doing the free fly. And you also get it if you buy a game package. Also, even on top of that, even to sweeten the deal, anybody that buys a game package before the free fly ends on the 27th, you also get a P-52 Merlin. I think that's the Kruger P-52 Merlin. It's a snub fighter, and it's a LTI token too. It does have lifetime insurance on it, and you can use it as a LTI token to upgrade to something else, and it has a value of about $25. So that's pretty cool too. So this guy right here, this is the Idris P, and you can tell because it doesn't have any weapons or anything like that. It doesn't have the laser beam that the K kit has. It doesn't have the T kit, which is torpedoes, and that's why all these torpedoes are sitting out here. And it also doesn't have the railgun like the Idris M has, but it's fully released. I've been flying mine around on my other Star Citizen account, and I'm kind of beside myself with... I'm just beside myself with the fact that it's finally finally released. Next up, we're going to go down here to this huge circular building, and you can actually just barely make out the Invictus logo there. That is the Bevic Convention Center, and that is where the showroom floor is. That's where you're going to be able to view all of the ships that are on the floor this year. And you'll also be able to rent the ships absolutely free. It costs 0 in-game currency. So if there's a ship or vehicle that you want to see, then that's where you do it from. Let's see, what else? The one thing that they're not doing this year is they're not actually rotating the hall itself, the expo hall. So from what we've been told, and we won't actually find out until tomorrow, the expo hall is going to stay the same for the entire show. So you're not going to see all the different manufacturers rolling through the showroom floor like we've seen in previous years, either at Invictus launch weeks or the Intergalactic Aerospace Expos. So a lot of people are going to be bummed about that, but every 2 days, and just, go to the RSI website, check the event calendar for Invictus launch week. It's just off the main page, and you can see which vendors will have their vehicles at the expo hall for you to rent for free. So every 2 days, you'll be able to go in and rent some different ships. Now here we're at the trams at the Area 18, I guess, central area. One tram goes to the spaceport. You can see the Riker Memorial Spaceport. And over here, you can see the Bevic Convention Center. So we want to go to the Bevic Convention Center first. And if you're a seasoned veteran like me, you're going to know how to get there. Come on, my guy's running so slow. I think because of the arm injury, we're going to make it. Yay! And then what do these say? Defending the Future, May 18th to 27th. Area 18, Stanton. Witness the might of the Empire firsthand. The Idris Experience at IO North Tower Rooftop from Bevic's Convention Center. Take City Flight Shuttle to Ark Corp Plaza. That's where we just were, Ark Corp Plaza. Okay, so that's the same thing. Oh gosh, and you can see like the Invictus launch week logos everywhere. All you have to do, guys, is follow the signs. There's signs everywhere. They'll get you to where you want to go. Defending the future. Oh. So you get off the tram next. Try to ignore all the dead bodies laying around. I don't know. I don't know why they're there at all. And you can stop by, stop and check out all the different displays. The amount of detail that goes into this is just amazing. Do they still have the... Yeah, they still have like a thing here that you can listen to if you stand right there. Otherwise, you don't really hear it. And the Squadron 999 display. This has been here for years. Some extra ship graphics and things like that. Some of that stuff changes slightly year to year. Let's go to the convention hall. Convention hall. And I don't know where we're going here. Oh! There we go. There is a hollow image of the Aegis Idris. I own one of those. Just not on this account. Am I wearing heavy armor? Oh, that's why. I should have put on my light armor for this, actually. But that's okay. And what are we going to see? What are we going to see? All right. The Gray Cat MTC is off to our left. Here are the rental kiosks. There's a whole bunch of them. And here is... Oh, here's the schedule. So May 15th and 16th, Aegis and Gray Cat. Unfortunately, you cannot rent the Aegis Idris. Tomorrow and Sunday, Origin and RSI. The 19th, 20th, Consolidated, Outland, Misk, and Marai. The 21st, Crusader and Tumbril. And then May 23rd to 24th, Anvil Aerospace. I really find it odd that they put Anvil at the end. And the reason why is... the Anvil Asgard is releasing, and we're not going to be able to see it, or, well, we can see it now, but we can't buy it or rent it or anything like that until the end of the almost the end of the show. So here is the show floor. So this is the main, we're right here, roughly, and actually I think we're more back here. Here's the Gray Cat MTC, brand new. I think it runs $50 Warbond, $55 standalone. The Marai Guardian MX, that's not been released yet, so we don't know the price on that. Also, the Anvil Asgard up here. Again, it's not released, so we don't know the price. And then the Starlancer TAC, which I'm embarrassed to say that I came ill-prepared and didn't get the price. But the Starlancer TAC is out right now. And that, again, that's kind of weird. Misk is later on in the show, but they released the TAC early for owners. So I don't know, that's kind of weird. And then the Super Hornet Mark II. On the side mini halls, we've got the Avenger Titan on the right, the Anvil F8A Lightning on the left. At the upper right hall, is that the... They're not really... They don't have like hall... Oh yeah, they do. Hall number 4... Well, here, 1. Hall 1, Fighters. So we've got the Marai Guardian. That's the standard Guardian, not the Guardian MX. And we're going to see all these ships. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll just kind of rotate around those clockwise. But yeah, the Gray Cat MTC. We'll take a quick look inside this little guy. There is the Freelancer TAC. That's the all-new Freelancer with, well, we'll take a quick look at that one. It's very similar to the standard Starlancer. Did I say Freelancer again? I meant Starlancer, if I did. Let's see, here's the little MTC, 1 driving position, and then there is a remote turret seat right there, or jump seat. I don't know why that's lighting it. Wait, open. Oh, it's the fuse box. People are taking the fuses out of everything. And I don't think the engine... Yeah, the engineering terminal we cannot use. No appropriate item. What about inappropriate item? Yeah, these are the suit lockers. Not sure if they're working yet. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not a suit locker. This is a large weapon rack. So things like for the missile launchers, probably grenade launchers and railguns. And then the suit lockers. Standard weapon locker, some component access. If we come around to the back, there is a slot for the small... These aren't the full... I don't think these are full SCU size. I think these are the micro SCU boxes. So they're like the smaller handheld boxes that you'll find, not the full SCU boxes. And then there's the laser gun on the top, laser repeater. Pretty cool little ship. I'm still on the fence about if I'm going to buy one of these or not. Only because I have so many rovers already. I've got the Ursa... I've got multiple Ursas. I've got, I think, 1 or 2 Lynx rovers, Tumbril Cyclones, more hover bikes than I can shake a stick at. Let's go ahead and do the lower level really quick because there's not much down there, and we'll come up on the opposite side by the Guardian MX, which is the new Marai ship. So we've got a closed off display here. I was kind of expecting something to appear here later in the show, only because it says display closed. Our apologies for any inconvenience. Witnesses are encouraged to contact INVICTUS security with any information. So something must have happened here. And there's a small part of me that truly believes that might open up later in the show and something might be there. We've got some new armor sets, the Quartz Valor, Energy, SMG. Doesn't really say much about the armor itself, but these armor kits are actually available for $30, and I believe they also include a paint for the Vanguard series of ships. A lot of people have said how much they like this armor, like the Tiger kind of armor. It does look pretty cool. Not sure if it's my thing. And they should have put the helmets on these models. I don't know why they didn't, but they didn't. There's really not much down here. In previous years, the rental terminals were down here. Now they're up top. And there we've got the Ursa Rover and the Tumbrel Cyclone. Is that the AA version? It is. Okay. I could tell by the racks up top there. I was like, wait a second. But, yeah, those shouldn't be going any place for the entire show. And we're coming up on the other side where we're going to see the Marai Guardian MX. You can see the logo there already, folks. And let's see what it says. Let's see. We have more guns on it for sure. So there's gun here, gun here, gun here, and gun here. It almost looks like just a gunnier version of the Guardian, except I don't think this one has a bed like the Guardian does. So this is the heavy fighter, taking the framework of the Guardian fighter and adding even more offensive options. The Marai Guardian MX packs additional firepower and armor ideal for overwhelming opponents. While not as nimble as the base Guardian, this heavy fighter is still more agile than many other ships in its class. And see, I cannot yet hold F to rent it. So we have to wait until Marai Day to make that happen. However, if we run around back, we should still be able to go up and take a look inside. So yeah, and instead of having smaller compartments here, we have one large compartment with all of our component racks and everything. And then this is probably going to be the cockpit. Yeah. And then there's the cockpit there. I'm not going to bother getting into the seat because it's just going to be 30 seconds or more that we're not going to be able to do much of anything. All right. Close. No. Oh, no. Wait. Down. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. All right, so let's go around and we'll check out the Star Lancer TAC. Wait, how do we... Okay. Oh, where am I done? So yeah, it looks mostly the same. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, it looks mostly the same as the other Star Lancers, except there's an elevator right there. No, there's an elevator right there. on the standard Star Lancers, except they have these massive size 5 turrets, which I think are not ballistic. I think they're actual energy weapons, which is pretty sweet. Get out of my way, buddy. We also have these, I don't think these are point defense turrets. I think they are remote missile launching turrets, which is kind of cool. But I'm kind of wondering, are there only 6 missiles per side and then you're depleted? Or is there like a missile magazine up inside somewhere? So on the lower level, the cargo bay is identical. But moving forward, we have a tier 3 medical bay. I don't think this is a tier 2. I think it's just tier 3. But it'll give you a place to respawn. And oh my gosh, can I repair my tier 3 injury here? Let's try it. Let's try. Uh-oh. No. Oh, come on, man. Ugh. Are you kidding me? Wait. Can I hit the treatment? Come on. No, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, I know. Treatment tab. Come on, baby. No, click it. Yes! Yes! And I'm fully healed. Yay! Alright. Proving that it works. I'm not sure if it's working as intended. I haven't actually tested mine, to be honest with you. Or if it's because it's on the showroom floor. Sometimes the showroom floor vehicles act a little bit flaky. Here is the drop bay. So this is, I guess, officially now a drop ship. And we can open that up. And jump out if we so need. And then we can also... Oh, we can't deploy this. Okay. Oh, wait. It was... Okay, that was weird. It was in the retracted position. Now it's in the deployed position. And the ammo... the ammo is not there for it. And then here's the bay for the 2 big size 5 left and right gun turrets. And then moving forward, everything is the same. There we've got the elevator going outside. Looks like it's deployed. And the suit locker room up front with the airlock right here on the side. And then I think we have to open this door again. Or not. The upper level is the escape pod access, and then the main bridge right here. So that's exactly the same as on the Star Lancer TAC. Moving to the rear, as one does, we've got the kitchen area. So we've got the whole kitchenette, the table area, and then we've got bathrooms and showers on either side, right there and there. We've got weapons storage, so 4 standard weapons, 2 large weapons, and then the crew bunks. I don't think that guy comes as a crew. He's just a concerned citizen. So beds for up to 8 people. So that's pretty cool. Coming to the rear is... Now, this is typically where the crew bunks would be. Let's see. Let's call the elevator just so it's up here. Going to the rear, we've got the engine room with all the component access back there. And then what really sets this ship apart, again, instead of having the crew bunk area, we actually have a little mini hangar. And if you look at the floor, you might recognize, hey, a Marai Fury will fit perfectly right there. And there is the opening out into space, because that's not the ceiling of the expo hall. That's actually outer space. Not. And we'll go ahead and be polite and close this up. And you can actually really cram in 2 MXs in there, but if you don't want to be bumping around like the 2 Stooges, you know, when you're trying to go into a combat situation and you're rushing to get those ships out, just put 1 in there. But yeah, you can actually fit 2. All right, back down to the cargo deck, and we're going to go check out the ship that I'm most interested in for this Invictus launch week. Minus the Idris, because we got the Idris. And, oh, there's the bay door that we opened up there on the side. Okay. The Anvil Asgard. Now, everybody's familiar. Well, if you're new, you're probably not familiar, but I'm familiar with the Anvil Valkyrie. It's actually one of my favorite ships in the game. I would say maybe top 10. And this kind of takes that ship up another level and maybe down a level to some extent. Now, this one keeps the aesthetic overall of the Valkyrie. It loses the top manned turret. We still have the manned lower turret, and it adjusts the configuration of the interior a little bit to make more room for ground vehicles, like the Ballista, like the Nova tank that used to not fit in here. Oh, and I absolutely love this black and white paint scheme. I love it. I don't think I'm going to get rid of it ever. They would really have to do a lot to improve upon the white and black. So the main hangar, or the main cargo bay, has been extended. We don't have the little lift up backstop ramp thing anymore, unless it is here. Yeah, that's just the ramp control. I'm going to have to get used to that, because typically you would run to the rear and open the ramp control. Okay, they've got to synchronize those better. Okay, so there's ramp controls in the front and the rear. Now, the upper level has changed significantly on the old... Well, on the Valkyrie, it's not the old Asgard. This upper level, this upper deck, actually came out to here. So this would come all the way out to here. And there was a seat right here. You can actually see the circular section. That's where the upper man turret used to be. But it's not there anymore. We also have the side doors, just like the Valkyrie, as well as the deployable cannon. Yeah, we can't do that. Retract. Yeah, there's kind of a little bug here of some sort. And again, sometimes those weird things just happen on the show floor. Okay. Yeah, moving in, instead of having all the jump seats, there's just one jump seat per side. So there's one there. Everything else is component access. There's also a little pass-through corridor to the other side, or we can run up here. And this, I believe, is mostly the same, if not identical, to the Valkyrie. We've got the little chin turret, manned chin turret access there. And then again, coming up to the front, more component access and another jump seat. And then we're back into the main cargo bay. I also love the lighting in here. I think they should do a new lighting pass on the Valkyrie. I doubt they will, at least not anytime soon. But the Valkyrie is just really dark, and this ship is really nice and bright. Coming up to the top, yeah, we've got the cockpit, for whatever reason, is locked out. I don't know why they locked us out. Not really sure. I don't know if this is suit access here or not. Not sure what's going on with the lighting. See how it's like positional? That's weird. We've got weapon racks there. And then not what I wanted at all. So we got to climb back up. There's 2 bunks for crew. And the 2 crew have a nice big bathroom. Toilet, shower, emergency. And if you thought we could jump, easily through and down to the lower level, well, you'd be wrong, because there's a nice glass panel there, as well as a security door to shut things off and keep pirates out, maybe. But that's the Anvil Asgard. I'm totally going to buy one of these ships. I might even, if it's more expensive than the Valkyrie, I might actually CCU my Valkyrie up to this one. This one just feels more me. And I love the bigger cargo bay. Now, also, the Valkyrie just got a cargo boost from 30 to 90 SCU of cargo. This ship doubles it. It goes up to, I think, 180 SCU of cargo. So that was a huge surprise and very cool. All right, so let's check out the event halls. Not really too much to see that you haven't seen before, but we'll just do a quick look anyway. So the Anvil Arrow and the Anvil F8C. Which is just flat out amazing. There's the Anvil Arrow, the F8C. I actually own 2 of these. I've got the F8C and the F8C Executive Edition. So, yeah, because I'm a high roller. I almost said something else, but yeah, I didn't. Let's see. I think this is the Fury MX. No, this is the Guardian Fury MX. Here I go with the. It's everybody's calling this ship the Fat Fury, but it's just the base Guardian. And as you can see on the base Guardian, it's just got this 2 size 5 guns. I think the Guardian MX might have 4 size 4 guns. I'm not 100% sure on that one yet. And then up here we have the Gladius and Scorpius. This is definitely one of the most popular ships in the game. And this is likely going to be the light fighter for Squadron 42, kind of like the ship that you start off with. It does have its gold pass. Beautiful ship. And then the Scorpius, this is kind of the X-Wing fighter of Star Citizen, but it doesn't look like an X-Wing fighter, so yeah. All right, moving on to the next haul. And don't forget, if you're brand new to Star Citizen, go use that referral link, sign up, start downloading, make sure you got 100 gigs of space to install, and come check out Star Citizen. That's the best thing I can tell you to do. It's evolving in unexpected ways this year. We're getting a lot of new content, a lot of new missions, especially in this patch that just came out a couple days ago. And a Oh, here's the best starter ship you can buy. It's on. I think it's on sale right now for like $60 something, and it's the Aegis Avenger Titan. I love this ship. Ran it for a long time back in the early days before I really went crazy buying ships. Look at all the people running around. Yeah, these are all players. They probably look like me. Or I probably look like them. As I'm huffing it around in my heavy armor, which I shouldn't have worn because I'm giving everyone anxiety by huffing and puffing. Probably not. Maybe. There's the Argo MPUV tractor beam variant. And then I think it... Does this actually have the... I don't think it actually has a cargo grid. It might. I don't have... You know what? I'm not sure if I have a tractor beam version of this. I can't remember if I do or not. I don't think I do unless I've gotten one with the purchase of a different ship. This is the Mantis, the RSI Mantis. This is the ship that's got the big, I don't know, bally thing that comes out of the back of it, and it creates a force field that blocks quantum travel. So if you want to lock down ships, you know, keep ships from escaping, that's the RSI Mantis. That's the way to go. The Anvil Medevac, the Terrapin Medevac ship, which is popular with some players because of its heavy armor. But it also has, I think this has a tier 2 med bed, I want to say. Might only be tier 1, but correct. Somebody let me know down in the video description if this is tier 1 or tier 2. I'm sorry, tier 2 or tier 3. Tier 1s, I don't think any of the ships have tier 1s. You have to go to an actual hospital for that. So tier 3s are the most minor of the more severe injuries. Tier 2s are like the moderately severe injuries. Those can slow you down quite a bit, especially if you get hit in the head. And the tier 1 injuries, those you need to get addressed. Those can slowly kill you over time if not addressed. If you have a tier 1 injury on your leg, you're not going to be able to walk, you know, without like a stim pen or something. Oh, here's the this is the Pisces Rescue. So this is the medical variant of the Pisces, and it's got a tier 3 medical bed in here. These are super, super convenient and great runabouts too, because if you get killed, you can mark your spawn point right there and respawn to it very quickly and easily. All right, 2 more show floors to go and we'll be all done. These showrooms are big. I mean, if it's like if you've ever been to a real convention center, this is literally what it would be like, I think. Right? Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, there's your Terrapin medical work. I mean, this guy is equivalent of me not landing but hovering with the ramp down. That is a master pilot right there. Some other there's a lot of more rescue oriented art in this haul for some reason this year. 3 ships in here: the Redeemer, the Hammerhead, and the Vanguard Harbinger, however you want to say it. Excuse me. The Redeemer, again, kind of a shopping cart. The base of this ship, the landing gear, just looks like a shopping cart to me. The rest of the ship is awesome. I never have liked the base. It's not great. We've got the Hammerhead, so this is the big gunship. Definitely not one of my favorite ships, but some people absolutely love it. It's a neat ship, don't get me wrong. It's never been a... I don't know, it's just never been a big thing for me. And then the Vanguard, what was this? The Harbinger? It's just the torpedo bomber. Yeah, this is the bomber variant. So yeah, if we go into the back, there's going to be like a torpedo bay kind of a thing. Yeah, right here. And I don't know if these are size 3 or 4 or 5 torpedoes. I'm not sure. I don't actually own one of these ships, so I don't know. We've got tank tread kind of wheels there. Okay, pretty cool ship. I've never liked the pilot guns on these, but personal preference, some people love them. And moving on to the final haul of Invictus Launch Week 2955. Here is the F8 F8 Lightning again. This is the Squadron 999 version, I think. All painted in the Squadron 999 livery. Yep, Squadron 99 F8A Lightning. Sorry. I thought they had like Squadron 999 written on it somewhere. I don't know. All the people running around. That's one thing you would not see at a real convention. You would not see people actively like sprinting around. I don't know, maybe you would.
The latest line of defenders from Aegis
and they've got the Anvil Asgard out here again, just showing, hey, we can get Nova tanks in there now. I think that's what I think that's why they put them out here. That's what they're going for. To let you know that, hey, they actually have a use now. And rest in peace, Valkyrie. Oh, and here's the medical Ursa with the tier 3 med bed. Again, tier 3 being the lowest, tier 2 being the intermediate, and tier 1 being the highest. Then we've got the Anvil Spartan, which is, I think, the troop carrier. It's got a little gun there on the top, but I think this is the troop carrier. Yeah, it's got jump seats in it. The Ballista, which shoots the, it's got the big missile launcher. And then the Centurion, I think, which has got the turret. I think that one's definitely the best out of all of them, but the Ballista can really do some damage on incoming fighters. All right. Actually, I think this area gives us a slightly better view. Look at that missile turret up top. So that's where the missiles launch from. And I'm not sure yet whether they're pilot controlled, but ho doggy. And then we've got 6 pilot controlled guns from the front. There's 2 there, 2 there, and 2 more on the other side. Unfortunately, the pilot can't currently slave the Chin manned turret, but that would be awesome if we could. Server blades, hello. Yeah, server blades have been released via pledge, and a lot of people are super mad about it. I'm not really mad about it. You know, that's the funding model for Star Citizen. Not a big deal. This is the, what is this? The Tumbrel Cyclone TR, I think, because it's got the turret. No, maybe it's the MT. TR, is that even a variant? It might not be. The MT. Yeah, MT is right. I kind of consider that to be multi-turret because it's got the cannon and the missiles, so multi. But, and then we've got the Nova tank.
You know, dealing with assholes. Got this guy about town.
Does this have the new turret on it? Or the new gun on it? No, it's just the standard gun. They actually have a new cannon for this, which is probably this guy right here. It's more of a Gatling gun. I haven't had a chance to play with it. I'll probably buy one of these in-game down the road when they're available. I can pledge for it now, but I'm just kind of... I don't use my Nova tank very much. And, yeah, I don't know. But that's the... these guns will be swappable. That's the standard gun, and this is like the new kind of a Gatling cannon or auto cannon, something like that. And then everybody's favorite tank, the... what is this thing called? What is it called? The Storm, that's right. The Tumbrel Storm. I don't know if it's fixed yet. The last time I tried the Tumbrel Storm was probably back in November. It had some really bad issues that made it practically unusable, and it went for a long time not being fixed. So I don't know if they've got this fixed yet. I'll have to try it out. Definitely cool and kind of scorpion looking, except it doesn't have a scorpion tail, but it's very low and pretty cool. And that's really about it. Oh, here's the TR. What did I say before? RT? The TR, it's got the turret on it, but it's got a ballistic turret. Yeah, so you'll run out of ammo. And that, like I said, that's probably it. I think that's everything. I think that's all the hauls, all of everything. And yeah, we'll just kind of head back out front. But if you want to visit the halls for yourself, again, make your way to Ark Corp, which is the planet in the Stanton system. And the city you want to go to is Area 18, and just make your way to the Bevik Convention Center, either from the spaceport or from Ark Corp Plaza. And make sure you do the Idris tour, because the Idris is a huge... It's currently the largest player-ownable ship in the game that's been released. I think the only thing... Well, there's a few that are maybe bigger in certain settings. I didn't want to go through here. There's a few that are maybe larger, like maybe the Hull E is going to be bigger, but not so much bigger in internal space, bigger in length or width or something like that. But right now, I mean, it's got a hangar bay and all kinds of stuff. If you want to see my Idris tour, you can go back to the 2024 video, and I'll probably make a new one for the official release of the Idris P. But yeah, that's it. Invictus launch week 2955. You can check out all the additional components and displays of all the bombs, the smaller bombs and the bigger ones, and all the components, except for the high-end military components that aren't on the show floor this year, which also has people upset. But it's a great time to join Star Citizen. Give it a try for free. If you decide to sign up, use my referral link. It's in the video description. If you buy a game pack, and before the end of the free fly, which ends sometime on the 27th, usually midday Eastern time, you'll get that Kruger Merlin P52 snub fighter. Again, it's a $25 value, and if you don't want that, you can actually upgrade it to anything else. You can get a $25 credit to use towards any more expensive ship. I know it's a really weird funding model, but hey, it works. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please join my Discord. Stop on by and let me know if you've got any questions about how you can get in the verse. That's it for Star Citizen Alpha 4.11, looking at Invictus launch week. I'm Brad M73. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.